Another day, another story. Title: When Global Warming Cannot Be Stopped, the Dire Consequences of Climate Inaction. Introduction. Hello everyone, and welcome to this video on what happens when global warming cannot be stopped. As we all know, climate change is one of the biggest challenges facing our planet today. Despite efforts to reduce carbon emissions and mitigate the impacts of global warming, we may soon reach a point of no return where the effects of climate change become irreversible. In this video, we'll explore what happens when global warming cannot be stopped and what the consequences of climate inaction may be. Body. What is global warming, and why is it a problem? Global warming is the gradual increase in the Earth's temperature due to the buildup of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. These gases trap heat from the sun and cause the planet's temperature to rise, leading to a range of environmental problems, such as melting ice caps, rising sea levels, and more frequent and severe weather events. The impacts of global warming are already being felt around the world, and the longer we delay action to reduce emissions, the more severe the consequences will be. The point of no return. What happens when global warming cannot be stopped? Scientists have warned that we may soon reach a tipping point where global warming becomes irreversible. This could happen if the planet's temperature rises by 2 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels. At this point, the effects of climate change may become self-reinforcing, leading to further temperature increases and more severe environmental impacts. Some of the consequences of climate inaction may include: 1. More frequent and severe weather events such as hurricanes, droughts, and wildfires. 2. Rising sea levels, which could displace millions of people living in coastal areas. 3. Food and water shortages due to changes in weather patterns and decreased agricultural productivity. 4. Biodiversity loss, as species struggle to adapt to changing conditions. 5. Increased geopolitical tensions over resources and migration. 1. The consequences of inaction. What will our world look like? If global warming cannot be stopped, the world may become a very different place. 1. Some of the potential consequences of climate inaction include: 1. The displacement of millions of people due to rising sea levels and extreme weather events. 2. Food and water shortages, leading to famine and conflict. 3. A loss of biodiversity, with many species going extinct. 4. A more hostile and unpredictable climate, with more frequent and severe weather events. 5. Increased geopolitical tensions over resources, leading to conflict and instability. What can be done to prevent the worst-case scenario? While the potential consequences of climate inaction are dire, it's important to remember that there is still hope. 5. We can still take action to reduce emissions and mitigate the impacts of global warming. 5. Some of the things that can be done to prevent the worst-case scenario include: 6. Transitioning to renewable energy sources such as wind and solar power. 7. Investing in energy-efficient buildings and transportation. 8. Implementing policies and regulations that encourage sustainable practices and reduce emissions. 9. Protecting forests and other natural habitats to preserve biodiversity. 10. Supporting international cooperation and collaboration to address the global challenge of climate change. 1. The importance of individual action. While global action is necessary to address climate change, individual action is also crucial. 1. By making small changes in our daily lives, we can all contribute to reducing emissions and mitigating the impacts of global warming. 1. Some things that individuals can do include: 1. Reduce energy consumption by turning off lights and electronics when not in use. 2. Use public transportation, walk or bike instead of driving alone. 3. Choose energy-efficient appliances and products. 4. Reduce meat consumption and eat more plant-based foods. 5. Support politicians and policies that prioritize climate action. Conclusion. It's clear that the consequences of climate inaction are severe, but there is still time to prevent the worst-case scenario from becoming a reality. By taking action now to reduce emissions and mitigate the impacts of global warming, we can help ensure a better future for ourselves and future generations. Remember, individual action matters, and we all have a role to play in addressing this global challenge. Thank you for watching this video on what happens when global warming cannot be stopped. Thanks for watching.